And once again, I want to say greetings to each and every one of you. Aquaba. Welcome to another round of the Cultural Conscious Communications here on LIV Radio, LIV TV, here on livinginblack.com. My name is TD Owato, aka The Conscious Rockstar. Weekday mornings, you and I get here live. We come at you from 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's 12 noon Eastern time. We get together with you and we deal with culture, consciousness, historical perspectives. We deal with entertainment, economics, education, health, labor, law, politics, religion, family, conflict, future studies, all areas of human interactivity and development. Today's date is Friday the 2nd of May, 2025 in the Western calendar. This corresponds to the year 6265 in the Kemetic calendar, to which we have realigned our cultural clock. Welcome to the 7th millennium. You have found your family in a peaceful place here on LIV Radio, LIV TV, here on livinginblack.com. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Aquaba. And thank you for tuning in today. It's going to be a great day. Declare it. Declare it to be so. Declare that in your neighborhood, for your best self-interest, today is going to be a fantastic day. That's what you can do. You and I can make the future happen. And we should be making this future happen. So here's what I'm going to do right now. I am looking at something crazy, but here we go. We are together here on LIV Radio, LIV TV, and livinginblack.com. And let's do this thing. And bear with me. I have to get things squared away. They have changed on Rumble recently. You probably have noticed that there's going to be ads on Rumble when you first come onto the program. Now I've got those ads out of the way. We are ready to go with our program. Here is what we have for today's show on LIB Radio, LIB TV, and on livinginblack.com. Let me share. Let me just double check. And here's what we have. Let's get together and let's do some magic. Today on LIB Radio, and bear with me, today on LIB Radio is Making, not Manning, Making Money Fridays. You know that. Individually, we have only so much power. But let's get together. Let's cooperate. Let's collaborate. And together, there is nothing we cannot do. When we merge our talents together, we are an unstoppable force. We are an unstoppable force. So let's put this people power together. But what will we use this people power for? Good or evil? There is nothing at all that we cannot accomplish, good or evil. Or should we wish to stand up to the evil that is in the world, there is nothing at all that we cannot do. I am a living example. You are a living example of what we can accomplish as individuals. I'm very proud of the fact that as an individual, I write books. I write and I publish books. I'll never forget the first book that I published was actually through a copy shop. And I remember taking my van out and driving around to about 7 or 8 different postal boxes and depositing those books in the postal boxes. At that time, This was the book Another Loaded Needle. And actually, I had published a couple of other books before, but this one was, I thought, was putting my life at risk. I really thought at the time that I would be neutralized in the most hostile way for writing this book. Another Loaded Needle talked about U.S. sponsored vaccination programs. I'm not going to go into it right now because of YouTube. I am broadcasting on YouTube, and YouTube will take whatever I say. It doesn't matter how many documents are backing it up. They will take what I say and call it disinformation, and I will be punished for it. And already I've had one YouTube site taken off the air, and they deleted some 2,000 videos that I had placed up there. So there's no need to go into that. You know what I'm talking about. But what we do need to do is share information. We need to be sharing information. Some of it we share will be wrong, and we have to keep that always in mind. Some of the information we share will be contrary to what the establishment says. But nonetheless, we have got to put our information into the flux with the assumption that the public is smart enough to see through bad information and pick out the good in it. See, I trust the public. I do. So therefore, I will give them everything that I know and that I do. I trust the public that much. So here we are, standing on the verge of another month is ahead of us. We got a lot of individual fires to put out. We put out those fires, but at the same time, we must carve out time for us to be human, fully, completely human. So today, we are going to be human. If you don't mind, I hope you don't mind, I'm going to put up an image that I use to promote today's file. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to present, share screen. That's what I want to do. And I'm going to share screen. I'm going to share a window. And before I do that, I have to actually open that window. So bear with me. This is well worth us waiting on. Open link in new tab. That was what I wanted to do. And I don't want to do that. Let's do it this way. Bear with me. I'm going to open the image in new tab. And I can't seem to, bear with me. This is a good thing I'm doing. And I'm going to open this image in new tab. And that image is right here. And I need to view this. And by date, 2025 book. I'm not putting up book proposals. What am I looking for? Looking for documents, books, book covers, and for some odd reason, I am not seeing things the way that I had intended them to. So I write books. I write. And I'm having a hard time, believe it or not. Me, Kitty, having a hard time. I'm having a hard time. There we go. I see it, and it is opening. Now I want to share it. Go over here, present desktop, and I hope you don't mind. Bear with me. This takes a little bit of time sometimes, but it is well worth waiting for. So here's what I want to share. I'm going to share the copy of the books that I have written recently. And there you're looking at 8 new books. And me, I love to write books. You love to read them. Let's get together. That's a simple message. I love to write them. You love to read them. Let's get together. And I'm looking at the 8 books that I have published since December. I published 2 books in December, 1 book in early February, another book in February. And then I've had 4 books come out in April, something like that. I think one of the early February books was actually in January. You know what I'm talking about. I teach a writing course. That's what I meant to say. I teach a writing course where I teach you to write and publish your book in the course, during the course. And I think we do a pretty good job. Here are the 8 books. Just 1 second, I'm going to just single them out. The first of these 8 books is Living Superfood Solutions, Dietary Strategies to Prevent and to Reverse Chronic Diseases. Now, this follows up by about a year and a half, another book I wrote called A Miracle on 2 Feet, Prevention and Recovery from Stroke. I had been planning this book for some time, and I got the book out in early December. It's got 22 chronic diseases in it, common chronic diseases, 22 of them. And whatever you are suffering from, chances are it's on that list. 22 is a lot of different diseases. It covers cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, obesity, overweight, which opens up the door to all these metabolic syndrome diseases like cholesterol, what they call high cholesterol. We call cholesterol out of balance. What they call fat or fatty belly, beer belly. We properly term it as abdominal obesity or visceral adiposity. So we cover all of these diseases. And I have now had a chance to prove that it works. As we had a couple of patients come out here, a couple of clients, I should say, come out here from Ohio, spend less than 2 weeks with us and got a healing, got it done. The next book to come out was Disaster Preparedness for World Wars 5 and 6. The untold story of how the global economic and security order is shaping up for the 21st century. Disaster preparedness. You turn on the media and you hear them talking about the possibility of World War III. World War III, you guys are almost 86 years or 80 some years behind. World War III broke out in 1946 with the Greek Civil War. It did. I'm serious. So we take you to a new place and a new space to understand what is happening in the world, the untold story of how the global order is and security order is shaping up for the 21st century. And we bring you up to date. We talk about World Wars 5 and 6, how to prepare for them. Had we properly prepared for World War 5, then we wouldn't be tripping about Donald Trump. We wouldn't be tripping because we would have very well prepared. We couldn't have prepared for everything, obviously, but we would have prepared even better by getting out of pointless consumerism and getting to solving the problems of economics and finance and creating a sustainable system for ourselves and our families. And World War VI is shaping up to be a global struggle between the West and BRICS, BRICS plus, BRICS plus plus, BRICS plus plus plus, because now BRICS apparently is engaging as many as 44 or more nations globally to stand up to a Western dictated global order. And really, the only hegemony they have over dictating this global order is the fact that they have cash. But we recognize you can have cash in your hand, but if you are so deeply in debt that your great great grandchildren will not be able to pay it off, then you really don't have any money. The next book in the line was The African Future, Empowering a United and Prosperous Africa for Future Generations. And I tell you, this has got me most excited. Somebody sent me a link today to where a couple from the US had relocated to Africa, US citizens migrating to Africa, a growing number of Black Americans is relocating to Kenya. And oh, you know, I could relate to that because that is my plan as well. So we describing this African future. We talked for years about Africa rising. Oh, yes, we did. Now we're taking Africa rising to the next level. And now you and I are talking about the African future. We're going to still be talking about Africa rising around here, but the African future has priority now. And we do appreciate love that option. Absolutely. I'd love to hear from you today. In case you want to make yourself known, your thoughts known, we'd love to hear from you. You can contact us on our Rumble page. One sister came in yesterday, day before yesterday, I believe it was, and she said she caught the Rumble broadcast, but I had signed out before seeing her message or that she was there. Same thing. So hopefully she'll be joining us sooner and not wait until the end of the show. Let's go forward. We're talking about let's get together and do some magic. Tomorrow I'm going to be hosting a forum on WhatsApp, not on WhatsApp, it's going to be on Zoom. If you want to be a part of the conversation we're going to have tomorrow morning on Zoom, and I'll give you the topic. The topic will be health. Then I'll need you to join us bright and early for the program. All right, so let's do that thing and let's do it tomorrow. We are looking at the books that I have written. And let's keep going. I'm looking at the next book, The Stem Cell Revolution. This was the fourth book to come out since December of last year. And the stem cell revolution talks about regenerative medicine. This is the cutting edge of healing. This is the cutting edge. And you and I can take advantage of this, and we don't have to spend $15,000 or more dollars. No, we don't. We just have to get in line with our best self-interest. And so with this book, The Stem Cell Revolution, we teach you, the individuals, to be able to guide your stem cells, to nurture them, feed them up to their strongest potential. Then we teach you about activation, proliferation, and differentiation. It's all about stem cells. And it works. It works. So with the Stem Cell Revolution, you and I have a tool set now. And we can understand why Brian Sullivan has chosen to fashion his body. Brian Sullivan is the Silicon Alley tech billionaire. And why he has chosen to use his body as a model, as a field test, to show us all what we can do. I salute Brian Sullivan. I do admire this gentleman, this man, for doing this. But I don't have to spend $2 million a year. We don't even have to spend $500,000 a year. But we do have to spend a little bit of money. And we can take our stem cells forward. I'm going to go forward. The next book we had come out this year in early, I think it was in late January, February, around that time, was Quantum Advancement, Spectacular Discoveries Along the Magnificent Journey. This book was written under my nom de plume, my pseudonym, maybe I should say, and that is I Am Ka, the brother from the future. And I am Ka. And we talk about spectacular discoveries that we made along this magnificent journey to the quantum advancement, beginning at the beginning of history. And we go back and we talk about what is happening at the pyramid sites. The electromagnetic principles encompassed there. It's pretty awesome. It is. It's wonderfully awesome. And when we put it all together, it leads us to an understanding of it leads us to an understanding that the pyramids were part of a electromagnetic grid, widespread electromagnetic grid. And they could use them to communicate. Now they're discovering huge chambers underneath the pyramids. And that is just coming to the surface. We're curious about that, but we're not going to wait. We don't need to wait for that because we got more work to do. The next book in that list was Standard Omission. Greek medicine is descended from African medical sciences. Greek medicine is descended from African medical sciences. And it also talks about the African scientific roots of Greco-Roman medicine. In fact, that's actually the new subtitle for the book. This is an older cover, copy of the cover, and I should have changed it, but it is what it is. The African scientific roots of Greco-Roman medicine. And we are taking nothing away from the Greeks. I'm taking a lot back from the Romans, but we're taking nothing away from the Greeks because the Greeks actually explored other civilizations with honor. I got to be honest. The Greeks honored Asclepius, who was Imhotep. The Greeks honored the collection of the great library of Alexandria, named after, of course, Alexander the Macedonian, who conquered Egypt and who assembled the world's largest collection of books. And the Romans burned it 4 times. 4 times. They destroyed. Or actually 3 times, 3 times. 4 times if you include the Council of Nicaea, which burned all records of Christianity. The Christianity that did not agree with them becoming the new superior. Before that, each culture, each civilization had its own pantheon of gods and goddesses. The Greeks had no problem with that. They created their own pantheon. And so often, as in the case of Asclepius, the Greeks worshiped other gods. But with the Romans, we had the ascendance of the Vatican. And as they say it in their book, my God is a jealous God. I don't quote them on that. My God is a tolerant God. My God knows that we are all that God's children. And so, therefore, she loves us all. She loves us all. Standard omission. Greek medicine is actually rooted in African scientific knowledge. Next book on the calendar, we're almost up to date. We got a year against cancer. A year against cancer. Why did I call it that? With Living Superfood Solutions. Because I had intended, when I started to write this book, to just take a year out and write the book. Ended up, the book, I started it in 2015, and I just published it in 2025. So it really took about 7 or 8 years. Actually, I started it in 2017. And then I finally got it done with Superfood Solutions. I contend, and the evidence shows you and I can prevent cancer from occurring to us. We cannot cure cancer, but our body can. What did I say? You and I cannot cure cancer, but our bodies can. So I teach you in this book how to get your body best prepared to avoid being one of the 2 out of every 5 people that will be diagnosed with cancer in this lifetime. And we should take that on. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt whatsoever. Going forward, we are going through the books that I've published so far this year, and we're almost through them. We're looking at a year against cancer. We teach you what herbs to use, what to drink, what to eat. There are many, many foods. We make a lot of lists. We talk about teas that fight cancer, herbs, supplements that fight cancer, foods that are targeting of cancer. If you eat, drink, and take supplements, you probably have defeated it. But wait. We talk about so much more, like what causes cancer. I'm on YouTube today, so I'm not going to talk about what causes cancer, but I do definitely recommend that you do access and read this book. Speaking of which, the newest book to come out is entitled Chewicide. Food, when food is so tasty that it literally is to die for, that, my friend, is chewicide. We're talking about candies, sodas, burgers, sweet treats, pastries, bagels. Yeah, I said bagels. Meat, meat and more meat, processed meat, nitrates in the meat, pizza, cheesy burgers, and all kind of stuff. People love it. Don't you love it? Yeah, I love it. I don't love it, but other people are talking. Well, we talk about what to do to prevent chewicide, eating yourself out of your own best health self-interest. So that, my friend, is what I've been up to. I'm very proud of this collection of 8 books. Very proud. I write books. I love to write books. You read books. You love to read them. Let's get together. So I'm going to give you my website. Let's get together at www.kd.biz, CRP, Conscious Rasta Press 2012. Let's get together and let's do that thing. Do that thing. Let's get together and let's do books. Now, for some odd reason, this thing is YouTube or Rumble. You guys are like going over the top with the commercials. And it's crazy. So I may have to find another solution for streaming media. We're going to find a way to do better, to do the best that we can do to bring you a quality show every day. I see my people have been locking us out. Last week or two, we're not doing very well. And I just suspected that it is the commercials. I have nothing to do with that other than to pay more money. And I just can't afford it. You guys do read books, but you read them real slow. I'm going to say hello, greetings to each and every one of you. I do see my brother Imhotep Al Kabbalan is in the house. Imhotep Al Kabbalan, I appreciate you, brother. I really do. And we got a number of different family members in the house today. It's a joy to be with you. And also let each and every one of you know if you are going to be in Las Vegas tomorrow, May the 3rd, the first Saturday of the month. You know where I'm going to be? Yeah, I'm going to be home all day preparing the first Saturday Las Vegas vegan feast. I'm going to be preparing the feast 1 day away, and it's not too late to attend the monthly Las Vegas First Saturday Vegan Feast. Join us for a delightful plant-based dinner crafted by the award-winning chef Kitty, yours truly, on May 3rd from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. at a lovely lakeside home. Indulge in the exquisite flavors of gourmet vegan, not just ordinary vegan, gourmet vegan. Trust me, you will be thrilled at the delightful plant-based dinner crafted by award-winning Chef Kitty on Saturday evening at a lovely lakeside home. Indulge in the spectacular taste of nature's fountain of youth. You want cleaner skin, better skin? Eat living superfood. You want to go, like you're young again, like you're a teenager again, without the blue pill, without Cialis or any of these other drugs that people take for artificial. Go with Chef Kitty. Clean out your arteries. That's really what that's all about. Your arteries are clogged up, and so therefore you can't get blood where it's needed, and your arteries are clogged, and you're on high blood pressure medicine as a consequence of that. And that high blood pressure medicine takes the drool, it takes the bone out of your meat, boneless meat. I'm trying not to be graphic, but we can do better than this. We can do better than this. So come on out. I can, if you don't mind, I can show you the images of what we are going to be doing. Let me find this graphic. Settings, show, I don't want it settings, I want to show a screen, present, invite, share screen. That's what I want to do. I want to share a window, and here is the window right here. Put that up onto the screen. You can see it. What I'm going to do right now is go to this window and hit F11, and that, no, not that one. I want to hit F11. There we go. And that allows me to make this screen a larger size. And just think about it. What a beautiful picture. What a lovely picture. That is my apple pie. It's actually a fruit salad. It's not apple fruit salad. It's not apple pie. That's fruit salad, but I put a cinnamon sauce and granola on it. And yeah, it is all of that. Fruit salad with cinnamon, with granola and cinnamon. I did pick up some granola, and we got lots of cinnamon around here. So you know what I'm going to do tomorrow? Yeah. Here we have another meal. This one is honey mustard salad dressing. I'm going to be making the honey mustard dressing, and I'm going to be feeding everybody fresh from my garden. The garden is now large enough to feed our superfood family. So we're going to eat out of my organic vegan garden. I loaded up the dehydrator for today. We are going to have cookies. The cookies will be oatmeal raisin cookies. We're going to have the flax bread and some other things. I loaded up the dehydrator. This is another dehydrator photo, not from this week's, but this just shows you what I do. We're going to have the watermelon taffy. You're going to love that. Watermelon taffy. This is plantain. I love plantain. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to be making plantain along with a bunch of other different dishes. I do have a well-equipped kitchen and you will see demonstration of the machines that I have. I will show you a demonstration of the mixer. I have my Vitamix, my food processor, my juicer, and herb grinder, the Excalibur, my dehydrator. There's a nut grinder over here, and then a lemon juicer. These are the machines. And then I will show you, of course, my selection of knives and things, as we will be preparing 2 to 3 dishes for everyone gathered. This I'm going to be serving tomorrow. I haven't served this in a long time. This, believe it or not, are carrot hot dogs. Carrot dogs. They're very, very good, believe it or not. The carrot dogs are going to be served. I'll make a little dressing to go with them and serve them with a toothpick so you can hold your little finger out. Carrot mini dogs. Who would have thunk it? We're going to have carrot hot dogs. We're going to have a big selection of groovy people showing up to share with us. Groovy people, we encourage your presence around here. And let me tell you, to say the least, this is a group of some of my favorite people. We will have herbed. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to make this tomorrow because I have just so many dishes and I was creating a new dish. Actually, I will have about 3 or 4 new dishes plus a couple you haven't seen for a couple, 2 or 3 or 4, maybe more years. So we will have a potato dish, but I don't think it's going to be exactly like this, even though I could just change it just slightly and make it look like this. We'll work it out. There you have kidney beans with a little something extra on them. Oh yeah. I love my kidney beans. And there's something on those kidney beans. It looks lovely, glistening in the sun, of course, served on a bed of a Swiss chard. I love them. You will have raw oatmeal cookies. That is definitely on the menu. In fact, those are done already. And they are awaiting your taste buds. And what do we have? What do we have? Continuing. Oh, we have granola with mixed fruit. And that is a lovely dish. It's going to be in the mixed fruit tomorrow. There's going to be honeydew, banana, apple. There's going to be raisins. There's going to be, ooh, so many lovely, lovely dishes. And we'll be serving them with granola. That's going to be awesome. I'm getting hungry just looking at my screen. I'll be honest with you. I am getting hungry. We will have the famous kale lentil pate. Kale and lentils, both of them cooked. No, not both of them cooked. The lentils will be cooked and the kale will be all raw. And the kale lentil pate is all of that. There's my daughter, Maya. This is a picture, is over 10 years old. And the reason I pulled out this old picture is because I'm going to make this dish, which is not 10 years old. I'm going to make this dish for tomorrow. And that dish is Coco Choco date nut bars. I love Coco Choco date nut bars. I also love Maya. She's so wonderful. She's actually taken after her daddy. Maya is now an award-winning chef, and she'll always be my baby girl. She's an author as well. I am proud of you, Maya. Definitely so proud. We will have blueberry dressing, not blueberry dressing, mixed fruit blueberries. And there's a little bit of chia in there. I think I'm going to make a chia pudding or go with the mixed fruit. This is also a mixed fruit. Oh, this is where we started. So we come full circle now. But I'm also going to be making the what's it called? Uh it's called I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking, bear with me. Oh, I'm also going to be making cranberry sauce. That's what I was trying to think of. Cranberry sauce. Let me put that on the menu here. I have the menu right here on my side. Cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce. And it's easy with ginger. I'm going to put ginger in it because I got a lot of ginger around here. So tomorrow I have a bunch of liquids, mint water, cucumber juice, cucumber water, hibiscus tea, there's green tea, rooibos tea, roasted barley tea. I'll be serving all four of those teas. They're all cold. I will be also serving up a nut milk, and I'll be making a smoothie out of that nut milk, and that's going to be a fruity smoothie with chocolate. Yeah, I love it. We will be having flax crackers. I'll be making them whole grain crackers. You have two different types of whole grain crackers. We'll be serving up with those crackers. There'll be a black bean dip. There will also be kale lentil pate. I'm going to serve up some separate kale crisps and or collards as well. I'm going to making carrot hot dogs, the cranberry sauce with ginger, and all of that will be served with cut veggies. There's going to be how many dips? One, two, three. There's going to be herbed veganaise dip. So all of that will be served with cut veggies. There's also going to be a garden salad. I'm going to make tomorrow's garden salad out of my garden. I got a lot of stuff in my garden right now. I've got radishes, I have spinach, I have kale, I have mustard greens, I have Swiss chard. That garden salad's going to be charged up. It's going to be good. I have other stuff in my garden, but that's the stuff that's all ready. I've also got black seeded green lettuce in the garden right now, tomorrow, ready to go. I'll give you a brief tour of my garden tomorrow, and I hope you do are inspired. I want you to build your garden and invite me over for dinner for the first Saturday feast at your house. And I want you to serve me out of your garden. There's nothing objective about that, is there? Nothing to object to. I want to eat out of your garden. So, on that note, I am having a great time. Life is good. Life is all about let's collaborate, let's cooperate. Put me on your schedule. Invite me to your home. I would love to come. I think that we should all take the time to create community. I'm doing my best. And I bet you do your best as well. And further, I'm going to ask you, if you would please buy a book. I'm not talking about my recipes book. There's Living Superfood Recipes, Volume 1, 110 raw vegan recipes. There's Living Superfood Volume 2, 85 raw vegan recipes. And then there is Living Superfood Volume 3, which has a combination of raw and cooked veggies. So in Volume 3, I get into things like kidney beans and lentils, and or not lentils, but yeah, well, lentils, and also black beans. I don't talk about those in the other books because we have to cook the beans. But we do cook them. We make a beautiful bean dip out of them. And you're going to love my black bean dip. My black bean dip brings all the girls to the yard. I do see you in the house as Ed L. Mack. Greetings. The commercials are truly bad. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ed. I'm sorry for that. I don't have any control over that. And it makes a viewing experience awful, awful, awful. And so now, unfortunately, Ed, unfortunately, people are tuning out because of these damned commercials. We'll figure it out. I don't want to pay for any more services. We're getting the short end of the stick. But we are going to find a way to get into place something that is better than the least amount we could do. I do have one of our websites which is no commercials. Ed, there are no commercials. Let me give him this. There are no commercials. And we are on most all of the day at www.younow.com/ let me give you the website. YouNow is at, come on, where are we at? YouNow / Kidi Awadu. All right. So let me just double check that. And that is where you should be able to see us live. Now, I'm also broadcasting on that page too. So, you go to younow.com look for us at libradio.com. Hey, on that note, I'm going to leave right now. I'm going to go in the kitchen. I'm going to make some magic happen. I need you at our main website. So on that note, I want to thank you all for tuning in. You've been tuned into LIB Radio, LIB TV, and livinginblack.com. We're having a good time with each and every one of you. You can tell your friends to tell their friends that we have our own going on now. And you know something? Ours is pretty doggone good. So we're going to ask that you get out and spread the word. Spread the word that we are doing a good thing here on LIV Radio, LIV TV, and livinginblack.com. And on that note, I want to thank you all for tuning in today to your favorite. We aim to be your favorite. We are LIV Radio. We are livinginblack.com. And on that note, hey, we're out of here, y'all. Peace and prosperity.